of eggs in the gym. So far, all of the screenshots that I've seen have been from the same person who most likely is playing Pokemon Go on the computer because there are exploits available that basically, if they try to hack a specific Pokemon, they'll end up getting garbage data instead. And that's why it will show up as a CP0 egg. The same thing happens in the main series Pokemon games.
The bad egg.
Pokemon that doesn't have a valid checksum, it will turn into an egg that can't be hatched and can't be moved on with your party or anything like that because it's not registered as something that's actually a Pokemon.
What is the best way that you have either heard or that you come up with hatching eggs most efficiently?
Definitely not using it. Definitely not using any fans. That's not a good idea.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, why use a fan for?
What if you're like full of fluid? He hit you in the face.
My friend went on like a spinning ride and like they got like miles or like
That's
kilometers.
hilarious.
Because the game didn't call them up for driving.
If it was like slow enough, maybe it would.
That's true.
But my suggestion is, I usually take the train, like, and just say passengers on this. No, I know it. The 12 miles per hour thing. But sometimes it does work.
Yeah, if you're up
So,
around.
but I usually just like, in short, I just walk around. That's the easier way, because that's the best way to hatch it. Just walk around, and if you get lucky, and you just stay inside your house and just like moves for no apparent reason, then that's good. So.
Another good way is attach it. If you have like a dog furnace, put it on a dog. That's what I do.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, but I don't have a dog, so.
No, I don't either. I work with dogs, though, so I put it on their harnesses and they run around. Yeah, that's it.
I like to ride a bike.
All right.
Okay, so let me say what I do. Sometimes on Tuesdays, like if someone has T-Mobile Tuesdays, what I used to do was I used to ride the lift just to this random point, just to see if there are Pokemon there, then I would actually walk back from that point. Or what I would do is actually a lot of buses in New York City have an unlimited Metro card, jump on one bus. It does sometimes say that I'm a passenger. Okay, just yes, I'm a passenger. That's keep clicking it, but usually I rode a bus from I think one side of the Bronx into Manhattan, and I hatched 2 eggs that way, and then it rolled me back, and I hatched another egg that way.
What?
So just staying on the bus, like it was a 36 line bus. So it's like that's one of the longest I think in the Bronx. It was like the first stop, rode it all the way into Manhattan at 125th Street, then rode it back.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah. Question? Yeah.
Oh, I heard. I was watching a video on YouTube. All the cheap ways to hatch a Pokemon egg or was put your phone on the wheel and just keep on, wheeling your bike wheel.
Well, how are you going to attach it so it doesn't fall off?
Yeah, just tie it where you have a clip, flip phone.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it on and just put it on the wheel. Just has a phone at home. You just,
Jam it in there.
My one concern with that method is if the phone does fly out, you will have a broken iPhone screen or Samsung. Your phone will probably break. Because at that speed, once it flies out, it's just like a remote hitting a TV screen. It's like, it's not good for that phone as well.
Unless, of course, you have the keys that allows you to protect your phone.
Question?
In the beginning, when we first went to
Yeah.
So, if you put your phone in your bike wheel, tie it to a fan, put it in the microwave, put it on the
Oh,
Wait. That's a bit far.
Why are you microwaving your phone?
You lost me at microwave.
Wait.
Yeah, Valor move. Valor is dumb.
You lost me at microwave.
I mean, not all microwaves. And why would you microwave your phone?
Oh, wait. Next question.
Any other questions?
Yeah?
I would say, where I start, okay. Even though Pokemon Go is like all the reason why we're here, in what way would you like to see it like improve? Because I think there's kind of a lot of philosophy in it as well.
First thing, they had to get the I don't want to curse in here, so they they have to get the navigation system correct.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing. Two, they have to like how do you call it? I'm trying to like they have to hi. They have to they have to have better integration in some aspect, because I feel like right now it doesn't like it's not flushed out properly in my opinion. So that's the two things I want to happen: great navigation system and better integration. Trading.
Battle.
I can't wait for that update. I just can't wait.
We're working on the training. It's coming.
What about you, Team Rap? No.
What things would you like for them to be integrated into the Pokemon Go system?
Besides what we already know what they're gonna integrate.
I guess you can announce with the. Well, what do you wait? I guess with that you can expand on it, or yeah.
Well, I know this is eventually coming, but I do want more Pokemon.
Next gen.
That's
Next
next
gen?
year.
Next year?
That's next year. Second generation is next year.
That's like so long ago. Trading though too.
Everybody wants trading. That's obvious.
Oh no, and battling other trainers.
Yeah, that's a new update too.
That's good.
So far, Niantic has been updating the game every week, and I believe the last 2 weeks there was a new update that changed the navigation system. And I guess I kind of
Grass.
I do but there was also another update with that, along with that one. And I kind of want to ask if anybody else here has that update. Is that for some people they changed it to where you can actually see what Pokemon are at Pokestops.
That's only up to San Francisco.
That's only San Francisco.
Oh, San Francisco?
Yeah.
San Francisco. Some places have better.
Like a beta.
Yeah, it was like a beta navigation system basically for some people.
Are we gonna
And
get that beta navigation system?
they haven't stated it, but it may come eventually.
I think I read something about them only doing it among a very a very small sample of beta testers. It was like a closed beta test. I think it was only in like one small area in San Francisco.
The one thing I think which is funny about the integration with Pokemon Go is how they're actually having their first promotion with McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, this is a game about walking and you want me to walk to McDonald's? Like, I'm trying to figure out, like, if I go to this McDonald's, is it going to be a legendary Pokemon there or something? Like, I know if I bring my Game Boy there, I can download my Pokemon to the Game Boy, but I was like, wait, how is Pokemon Go going to work with McDonald's? That's the thing I'm trying to really figure out at this point.
I think it's only in Japan right now where they have not dealership, but like a partnership with McDonald's. Like some of the actual
Japan
gyms
always have
dealerships.
That's the best
the
stuff.
companies that we want.
I think they're going to have one in America as well soon, I think, but I'm not sure. You ever seen it?
Only in Japan. That's what I've seen so far.
So, any other questions that you want to throw out at us?
Yeah.
Any questions?
I know
for us?
sometimes when my phone is on Wi-Fi, that like if I'm playing Pokemon Go, like it'll just randomly run around, like the avatar. I was wondering if that's considered spoofing, if you know whether or not if people are going to be unknowingly banned, because I've heard of such things as soft bans, or and hard and long-term bans. I was just curious if you knew anything about it.
Nobody knows that.
So basically, for the first part, if your avatar is running around, sometimes that's a glitch, like it's trying to find your location maybe. Maybe your phone was like away and it's just trying to relocate you again. And soft bans and hard bans, well soft bans, you'll see sometimes if you do get a soft ban, you won't be able to log in and it'll keep on telling you like it won't work. Like you'll say you have to sign in again and it won't work. And a hard ban, well no, soft ban, actually the other way around. Hard ban is when you can't even log in. Soft ban is that account I think is banned, but you can use a different account to log in.
I think there's also one other ban, but I'm not sure the order which it is. There's one ban where you actually, if you try to catch a Pokemon, the Pokemon just runs away. So if you throw the Pokeball at it, it goes away.
That actually did happen to me.
What?
Yeah.
In Madison Square Park, it's really glitched out. So like when you're at like one side of the park, it'll show you like that you're in the other. And when I tried getting out of the park, any Pokestops I went to wouldn't give me anything. It just went straight to purple. And it also any Pokemon that I tried to catch, even if it shook 3 times, would get out and run away.
Yeah, that's one of the I think the soft end I've experienced as well, where I was on a bus and I'm actually going upstate on the bus, and I threw the Pokeball, each one just kept popping out. Like it would shake one time, run away, shake one time, run away. I guess I got that one because I was actually traveling too fast. Like I was on a highway, so it's kind of like they didn't have any way to actually tell if I was spoofing or not. The next span, I think, is when you can't log into your account for a little while, I believe. And then after that, there's the permaban where you cannot log into your account at all. And they actually send you something saying you can't log into your account. But for spoofing, I don't think like if it's in the same area, since it's like I think it's if you travel like a long, just like if I'm here, like one day, then I actually somehow wind up in Japan in like less than 10 hours. And then I wind up back here, that would be considered spoofing. Like, there's no way I can get from here to Japan in like, I think 10 hours probably? So it's when it's really long distance that your GPS is going somewhere.
Yeah. Any other questions?
I don't know one.
The villain.
Earlier there was the girl in the red hair bow that had a question. Yeah.
Yay.
I want to talk about the spoofing and all of that because in English, when you drift, that's what's called drifting. When you walk around looking for your location, but that's you should turn on high accuracy to do it. But if you do leave your phone on low accuracy, location accuracy, and you walk around, it does go into your walk, and you can hatch your egg like that. That's what you can do, especially if you're in a city, because the GPS still bounces off the walls and the metals. It's not very accurate. So if you're in the city and just leave it on, that's why you drift. But spoofing, like you said, is long distance. And it's happened to me before when I go to a different state and I open it and then I come back here and when I reset my phone, sometimes it drops me off there. I don't get banned for it. I think it's because they I'm not doing it often or whatever. But I think it's happened to me by accident.
One of the things that you should do before if you end up in a past location when you're in a new location, the best thing to do is before you turn on the game, make sure you actually have location off because it'll read the location of where you last were, and then when you open up the game, it'll make sure that it's like just showing you like not anywhere, like it's just the plain field, and then turn on your location, and then it'll show you where you currently are. Anything else?
All right. Any other questions? Any questions for us? Any questions about Pokemon Go?
Guy in the person with white shirt right there, yeah?
Yeah. I guess it's a question / frustration. Why is Margie Park 600 candies just evolved?
It's 400 candies. 400 candies.
400, not 600.
Oh, but yeah, so much candies.
I don't know. Ask the answer.
That's supposed to be a joke.
I think because Gyarados is a beast. So, like, have you ever evolved? Like, when you evolve that Gyarados, it has the highest multiplier of any other Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you have like a 200 Magikarp, times that by 10, it's automatically 2,000. It's like you can just like other Pokemon have multipliers that are like 5 times 3. This is like a 10 multiplier Pokemon. It's bad that it's 300 candies, but it's like. I can just sit by Battery Park and just catch a lot of Magikarps. Actually, that's why I like hatching Magikarps from some of my eggs, though. I mean, that's 30 candy right there at the most with hatching my Magikarp eggs. Anyone else?
Any other questions?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was thinking probably like the music one, like like how and like the older games like for 3DS and Game Boys and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like when you meet like a Pokemon, like a wild Pokemon, shouldn't they like do the same exact music on Pokemon Go, or should they just keep the same music in this game?
Oh,